Hey, we're Bradley from mycelllife.net, and welcome to episode 3. I think should have been more, but episode 3 of My Cell Bite. And if you have not seen my past episodes, I think you should really go visit. Check out my YouTube page, check out the website right now. You should see it there. It has to be there. The first one I took a look at Apple, next one I took a lot of smartwatches, but this one's about CES 2015. And when you look at CES, this the Consumer Electronics Show, where every body in the technological industry, whether it be car companies, refrigerators, Samsung, LG, they come with washers, dryers, refrigerators, TVs. You got Audi, cars, BMW. Everybody's there. Everybody is anybody is there, showing off their innovations, their evolutions, everything they have brought to the tech business for consumers, you and I. They show up at CES, and CES is not doesn't really post phones to say or mobile devices, tablets, etc. That's more for Mobile World Congress, coming up in February. But there's a few manufacturers, a few OEMs that did show up to CES, and this is no particular order to say, but the devices or the manufacturers I find that kind of stood out at CES kind of brought their game to CES and say, but okay, let's just not wait for Mobile World Conference, but let's take on CES. Let's bring it to the masses. Use consumer show in Las Vegas. Let's bring it to them. And I think the first one I want to talk about is Blue. BLU, Blue. Blue, if you don't know about Blue, there's a little company out in Miami which manufacture Android devices. Well, they're also Windows Phone also. For really cheap, you can get Blue devices which are great devices. I've held them, I've played with them for like 100, 200 US, 3, 4. It depends. They range from 100 US to as high as 500, depending on which device you go. But they're really good. That's a good thing. And Blue at CES brought 7 devices to CES 2015, and all of them are priced at 200 and less. The most expensive one was the Vivo Air, which is the thinnest handset, one of the thinnest handsets you can get at CES. It's really thin, has Gorilla Glass in the front and the back, a nice metal trim around, which really nice, really has this metallic feel, this premium feel to it. Kind of reminds me of the Sony experience, the Z1, Z2, etc. The glass front and back and the metal in the middle, it's really nice. And they really brought the game, really came to party at CES. Another device they brought also was the Blue Studio Energy, which I think gonna appeal to a lot of people that's on the road, taking long trips, going overseas or a road trip, etc. And you want a device that will last. You got a 5,000 milliamp battery. You talk about days, looking at days without a charge. So you're going overseas, you're going somewhere on vacation, you're going on a long road trip. This device is great. That's perfect. It's not expensive. It's going to be priced really low. Like I said, under 200 US. And they're gonna start being available from this month, end of this month, January. So you can pick one up on Amazon, and like that, use it as a backup phone, use it as a main phone, etc. But you got that 5,000 milliamp battery. And they also brought other devices, the X, the XL, the Studio G. They brought a slew, seven devices. So consumers have a list, a choice, a range to choose from, which is great from Blue, and that's wonderful. The other manufacturer I'm going to talk about is ASUS, and ASUS brought 2 phones. ASUS CEO is fun, he's lively. I really enjoyed his keynote. Like thank you, and thank you. Really nice, lively. But They brought two devices that I think which really impressed me was the ASUS Zenfone 2 and the ASUS Zenfone Zoom. Both of them have 30 megapixel cameras, 720p displays, 4 gigs of RAM in the first ever device with 4 gigs of RAM and an Intel quad-core 2.5 GHz 64-bit processor. Yes, 4 gigs of RAM, 64-bit. That's the same amount of RAM I have in my laptop. 4 gigs of RAM. They got 30 megapixel cameras with laser autofocus, and what's really good about, what's really nice about them is that, especially the Zenfone 2, that is, you can, the night, the picture is taken at night. There's a video where the guy takes a picture, John V from Phone Arena, and there's an image, he snaps the Zenfone 2 and it comes out, you can see the image. And he tried it, the iPhone 6 Plus, he tried it with 4, and it didn't perform as well. So give them that. And the Zenfone Zoom, it's still same 30 megapixel camera autofocus, but the 3 times optical zoom, kind of like the Lumia 1020, kind of goes, kind of same element, you get the same camera hump on the back and everything, but really great and fantastic and wonderful. And ASUS, great job on ASUS part, brought the A game to the table, A game CES. Third manufacturer I want to call is LG. LG didn't bring much, but they brought the LG G Flex 2, which is the follow-up to the last model, the original G Flex, which has a curved display, a 6-inch curved display, but this time this one has a 5.5-inch 1080p, so they bump up the resolution from 720. They also included expandable memory, and it also now has an octa-core processor, 3 gigs of RAM, which etc. And it also has a brand new Snapdragon 810 processor, which is 64-bit. So you know you're getting future tech right there in this LG G Flex 2. And it really improved on everything that G Flex was. Really improved it, improved the specs, improved the display. We got a new chipset, everything, more RAM. So you know what, LG really came out and put a knockout blow to everybody like, hey, we started it, let's go, follow me. And of course I got a 13 megapixel camera, the same as on the LG G3 with laser autofocus. So there you go, quick picture, tap snap, great. And fourth and last device I want to talk about is the Saygus B Square. And it has a 20 megapixel camera, 2.5 GHz quad-core processor, 3 gigs of RAM, 1080p display, carbon front 5 stereo speakers. So you got a beautiful carbon sound. If you know carbon, it's great for start. You got dual light sensors on the front and the back, so you got perfect display, you got noise cancellation technology, and all you would expect in a flagship device. But what the device really sets out is the 320 gigabytes of RAM, 320, and it has this nice technology. They use built-in storage and they put dual SD cards already built in, so you don't have to worry about going and look for expandable storage and look for an SD card, etc. You got two and you got internal built in together, works really nice, and there you got a free 20 gigabyte storage. And of course it makes it beautiful. It has a fingerprint sensor, just a whole bunch of specs, a really packed spec device. I'm not sure about the price, not sure about the availability, but it's really nice. And it's also claimed you can also, I think the bootloader, they'll actually allow you to unlock the bootloader, so you can basically put your ROMs, everything on it. So it's a great device for tech heads, for spec heads, the geeks that really want a great device that can do literally do what they want and it can handle everything they throw at it. So that was just my take on CES 2015. They didn't have much in terms of mobile technology, tablets and etc. Because CES is more about consumers, like cameras and refrigerators, microwaves, washers, dryers, these kind of things. BMW, some nice slick tech, etc. Android Auto was present, and also etc. But the let's wait for Mobile World Congress in February. But for CES, there's 4 OEMs, 4 devices really stood out for me at CES, and I have more details on my page, mycelllife.net, on my website, and I loaded all the hands-on videos I can find of them, so you can always check it out there, and etc. So this is my take until next time, which might probably be Mobile World Congress. I wish I was going, unfortunately I'm here, but I'll be covering it, trying to bring out as much coverage to you guys as possible, just like I brought everything at CES to you. So until next time, Bradley from mycelllife.net, I'm out.